close your eyes for a moment.
You wake up suddenly as the ship beneath you creaks and sways with the waves. The wooden hull groans, ropes snap in the wind, and somewhere above deck, a sailor is already shouting orders. The air smells like salt, smoke, and sweat. You slowly open your eyes and look around. You are not in the modern world. It is the year 1718, somewhere in the Caribbean, and you are a pirate. Your name is Steve. You swing gently in a rough canvas hammock, packed tightly between dozens of other pirates. Around you, men are waking up, stretching, coughing, and complaining about the rough night. Some reach for their boots, some reach for their weapons, and one man reaches for a bottle of rum before the sun has even risen. This is not the romantic pirate life from the movies. This is life on the open sea, and today could be your last day alive. The first thing every pirate learns is that life at sea is brutal. As soon as the sun rises, the crew gets to work. The deck must be cleaned every morning. Buckets of seawater are thrown across the wood as pirates scrub away dirt, salt, and whatever else was left behind during the night. Steve grabs a brush and joins the crew. The deck is slippery, the wind is strong, and the ocean spray hits your face as you work. But nobody complains too loudly. On a pirate ship, everyone has a job. Some men repair the sails that were torn during storms. Others climb the tall rigging to tighten ropes and adjust the canvas. A few pirates roll the heavy cannons into position, making sure the ship is ready if trouble appears. Even breakfast is rough. A pirate's meal might be dried meat that has been sitting in barrels for weeks, hard biscuits that are often filled with insects, and stale water that tastes like old wood. Fresh food is rare out here. Many pirates get sick after months at sea, but still, it's better than starving on land. Despite their violent reputation, pirate ships actually have rules. Before every voyage begins, the crew agrees to something called the Pirate Code. These rules decide everything: how treasure is shared, what happens during fights, and how discipline is handled on the ship. Unlike Navy ships, pirate crews often vote on important decisions. Even the captain can lose his position if the crew turns against him. But breaking the code is dangerous. Steal from another pirate and you might lose your share of treasure. Start a fight and you could be whipped in front of the entire crew. And the worst punishment of all is something called marooning. A pirate who commits a serious crime might be left alone on a deserted island, with nothing but a pistol and a single bullet. Out here on the sea, justice is quick, and sometimes it's cruel. Most days on the ocean are not filled with treasure or battle. They are filled with waiting. Steve stands on the deck and looks out across the endless water. The ocean stretches in every direction, meeting the sky at the distant horizon. The sun burns during the day. The wind can turn cold at night. Storms are every pirate's greatest fear. Dark clouds can appear without warning. Waves can grow taller than the ship itself. Masts snap, sails tear, and a single storm can destroy an entire crew within minutes. But storms are not the only danger. Disease spreads quickly on crowded ships. Injuries happen often. And when food runs low, desperation can turn pirates against each other. Life as a pirate is not just dangerous, it is exhausting. Late in the morning, a sudden shout breaks the silence. "Ship on the horizon!" High above the deck, a lookout in the crow's nest is pointing toward the distance. Steve quickly grabs a brass spyglass and climbs onto a crate to see for himself. Far away, a merchant ship slowly moves across the water. The crew instantly comes alive. Men rush across the deck. Cannons are rolled into position. Pistols and swords are pulled from belts. Steve studies the distant ship carefully. Merchant ships are slower than pirate ships, but they sometimes carry armed guards. Still, if the target is weak enough, today might bring a very profitable reward. Slowly, a black flag rises up the mast, the Jolly Roger, a warning that strikes fear into every sailor who sees it. The wind fills the sails as the pirate ship turns toward its prey. The crew pulls ropes and shouts commands while the ship cuts through the waves. Water crashes against the hull as the distance between the two ships slowly disappears. Steve grips the railing and watches the merchant vessel grow larger. Cannons are loaded. Gunpowder is poured. Every pirate waits for the captain's signal. The hunt has begun. Soon, the two ships are close enough to see faces. And suddenly, the first cannon fires. A thunderous explosion shakes the ocean. Thick smoke fills the air as a cannonball slams into the merchant ship's hull. The enemy fires back. Wood splinters explode across the deck. Pirates duck for cover as the battle begins. Then comes the moment pirates enjoy the most: boarding. With grappling hooks and ropes, pirates swing across to the enemy ship. Swords clash, pistols fire, and the fight becomes a chaotic struggle for survival. These battles rarely last long. Either the enemy surrenders, or someone dies. When the fight is finally over, the pirates begin searching the ship. But treasure is not always what people imagine. Sometimes there are no gold coins at all. Instead, pirates find barrels of sugar, spices, tobacco, or cloth, goods that can be sold later in hidden pirate ports across the Caribbean. Still, sometimes luck strikes. Steve lifts the lid of a heavy chest. Inside, silver coins sparkle in the sunlight. The crew erupts with cheers as the treasure is carried back to their ship. For a moment, the danger feels worth it. As the sun slowly sinks below the horizon, the ocean grows quiet again. The pirate ship sails through dark water under a sky full of stars. Lanterns glow softly across the deck as tired pirates relax after the long day. Some drink rum and laugh loudly. Others tell stories of old battles and lucky escapes. But Steve sits quietly near the railing, staring out at the endless sea. Because tomorrow could bring anything. Another ship, another storm, or another battle. Steve climbs back into his hammock as the ship rocks gently beneath him. The stars shine above the tall mast. And somewhere out there in the darkness, another adventure is waiting. The real question is this: could you survive a day as a pirate? Or would the sea claim you first? Tell me in the comments.